How's it going, everybody? I'm your host, the Carolina Collector. Before I begin, I want to say thank you so much to each and every single one of you for continuing to support this channel. Man, this channel has grown significantly over the past week or so. So thank you to all of you that are my new subscribers, and also thank you to my current and longtime subscribers since the inception of this channel. I really appreciate it. My friends, family, and neighbors across the board, my eBay customers, all of you are amazing. If you haven't done so already and you like what you see and you enjoy the content, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe, smash the like button, comment in the comment section below, and hit the bell to receive notifications. I do have an eBay store called the Carolina Collector 001. The link is in the description box of each and every single video and short that I upload here on YouTube. So thank you very much for your support. I do have 2 eBay orders that I've already printed out the shipping labels. I just have to process them and get them to the post office. So thank you to those customers that did order off of me. We're going to get into territory I normally don't get into here on the channel. Typically, when it comes to sports teams, I do reviews of their jerseys. For example, I'm wearing my old school Mark Bavaro jersey, which is a Mitchell & Ness. And this is a pretty rare jersey, and I'm fortunate to have it. You can tell, how bulky the shoulders are on this thing. That's not me. That's the jersey. I wish I was baller like Bavaro was back in the day, but that's how they wore the jerseys. So, it looks the way it looks. I look like I'm in a sack or something like that. It's bizarre how this jersey's cut, but that's how they wore it back in the days. And why is that? To make room for the shoulder pads. So try to imagine me in shoulder pads, deflated. But anyway, if you're a New York Giants fan, I normally don't go into this territory. I like to do reviews and stuff. I do like statistics, but I'm not a stat guy, so to speak. So this is kind of new for me. I'm looking at my crucifix above my window because I hope I get this right. But the Giants have been a very frustrating team over the past decade or so. Ever since the New York Giants won Super Bowl 46, they have been taking a nosedive. It's like watching the Hindenburg crashing and burning. Have you ever seen film of the Hindenburg blimp actually lighting up on fire? I mean, that's basically what's happened with the New York Giants over the past few years. And everybody was attacking Eli Manning because of bad decision-making, not from the coach, but from the higher-ups. And Eli would end up on his ass a lot. He got sacked quite a bit, and he became a running joke. I actually dressed as Eli Manning one year for Halloween, as a matter of fact. And I was so tempted to walk around with a pillow strapped to my rear end that I thought that might have taken it just a little too far. But yeah, towards the end of his career, he took a nosedive because he had, are you paying attention out there, New York Giants higher-ups? Pass protection, offensive line. It helps to protect your quarterback. But they didn't have that, unfortunately. Then in this one particular draft that we all dreaded as Giants fans, of course, they went after Daniel Jones, who was supposed to be the protege of Eli Manning and of the Manning family, as a matter of fact, as the legend would have it. And that turned out to be an epic fail. Fast forward until 2025. Jackson Dart, amazing preseason. The Giants all around were looking fantastic this year. My God, 3 out of 3. Again, it's preseason. You never know until we start getting on the field for the first game of the 2025-2026 season. You can't really get too excited until you actually see them playing in the regular season. But they ended up grabbing Jackson Dart, who was a stud bull in preseason. Then you got Jameis Winston, 31 years old. And then you got Russell Wilson, 36 years old, 10 Pro Bowls, whatever. And then you have the fan favorite, Tommy DeVito. Looked amazing in preseason. So you got Jackson Dart and Tommy DeVito, 2 youngsters that have a lot of potential, man, and they were looking real good this year, man, in preseason. But then the Giants, of course, in their infinite stupidity, decide to drop Tommy DeVito, a fan fucking favorite amongst the Giants army. So they picked a 31-year-old and a 36-year-old. With a almost brand new New York Giants team You pick a 31-year-old and a 36-year-old to fill in the gap that Daniel Jones left behind last season. I get Russell Wilson's been in 10 Pro Bowls. I get all that stuff. I get, Jameson Winston, why they went after him as well. But you don't fuck with the fans when your own fans are telling you got this young man that's on the team that's a clear fan favorite playing in New Jersey. Now, I have German roots. You know what I mean? He's Italian. That goes a long way in a fan base when you can relate to somebody. Of course, you know how it works in New York. I dare I say it. I don't want to say that, Winston and Wilson are DEI hires, but it seems very suspicious that you would actually cut the fan favorite. Fucking Tommy DeVito. You cut the fan favorite over these two guys. Not saying they're bad quarterbacks, not saying they didn't earn their place on this squad, but it just looks a little suspect to me. Everybody loved Tommy DeVito. As soon as Daniel Jones got marched off the field last season and every season prior to that, as long as we've had Tommy DeVito in the squad, everybody got happy, man, because it's like, wow, look at this guy, man. He's got a lot of potential. He's got a way to go still to develop, but he was looking good in preseason this year. So what the fuck are you doing, New York? I don't know how many of you understand how hard it is to be a Giants fan. I'm almost ready to let this jersey sit in the sun and sun bleach so it could be Carolina Panthers blue. Don't forget, I live here in North Carolina. It is so frustrating and so difficult to be a Giants fan anymore. I don't understand the logic and the thinking behind this decision to literally let go and release one of your fan favorite quarterbacks that had a great preseason. And you go with a guy that's almost 40 years old. Yeah, he's got his Pro Bowls and all that. Fine, whatever. He's got his rep. You guys tell me. That's what the comment section is for. It just seems way out of whack, way out of place that the Giants would cut a fan favorite. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Fuck it. I'm out of here.